Salvation Army Major Andrew, I believe the pronunciation of the last name is Craibe.
See, I didn't know there was like this ranking system within the Salvation Army.
Yeah, let's open our eyes to the Salvation Army.
Okay.
Andrew Craibe, who's a Salvation Army major, believes that homosexuals should be put to death because, listen, it's just the doctrine of the Salvation Army. He was interviewed by Serena Ryan and Pete Dillon, who are Australian LGBT journalists, and this is pretty disturbing. Let's take a listen to how the interview went, Lewis.
Look, it kind of concerns me that although this says that although they know God's righteous decree, that those who do such things deserve death. That's in Romans 18 to 32, and that's in your book of doctrines. That's part of the handbook that you give out to your soldiers. Now, if I'm a fledgling homosexual and I feel that I might need some religious dogma or guidance, and I go to the Salvation, and I haven't declared my sexuality to myself, so I'm not going to declare it to you. If I go and I read that, and I connect with my sexuality, Andrew, then that says, according to the Salvation Army, that I deserve death. How do you respond to that as part of your doctrine?
Well, that's a part of our belief system.
Yeah.
So we should die.
We have an alignment to the scriptures that's our belief.
Yeah,
wow.
There you go. And then he goes on further later on in the
So
interview. Let me cue this up, Lewis, if I can. Just mute me for a second so I can find the right spot. Let's see. We want to go to 8:20. Here it is.
That we must die. If you go to Romans, book 1, 18 to 32, it's all there, mate. I mean, how can you stand by that? How is that Christian?
Well, because that is part of our Christian doctrine.
Yeah.
But how is it Christian? Shouldn't it be about love?
That's our understanding of that. Well, the love that we would show is about that consideration for all human beings to come to know salvation in.
I like how she says, shouldn't Christianity be about love? And he says, well, I'm not sure. It's really more about the scripture.
Yeah, they love you if you're a good Christian.
Salvation Army. Very, very concerning. We've been talking about the Salvation Army for years. The Salvation Army, unbeknownst to many people, is basically a church. We had an incident here. Remember a year or two ago, Lewis, when we were thinking of doing some kind of sign holding to protest the bell ringers that we see? Mm-hmm. And then we got word that it just so happens that our local Salvation Army chapter has separated from the world organization, the national organization, the broader organization, and actually employs or has as volunteers and helps countless LGBT youth and adults, etc. So in the interest of not putting our foot in our mouths, we did not do that protest. But more and more evidence that at the national level, at the international level, big, big trouble from the Salvation Army. Just not a group I would want to be in any way associated with or involved with.
Yeah, and but back to the ranking system. I mean, they actually have a ranking system as if it were the Army?
It appears that way. This is a major, and he referred to soldiers. There was a reference to soldiers. It seems like they have a whole
militant, huh?
A whole thing's going on over there, Lewis. You have no idea what's taking place.
Not good.
No,
not
it's
good at
quite
all.
Disturbing. Please get a David Pakman Show t-shirt like the one Lewis is wearing. You can get it at davidpakman.com/gear. It's made from 100% recycled materials. davidpakman.com/GEAR. We'll take a break, Lewis, and we'll be back. I'm going to debate Steve Siebold about whether Obamacare is socialist. I don't think it is. We'll talk to him when we get back.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.